Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing a chicken jalfrezi. So I just want to quickly run through the ingredients. Now, my phone, for some bizarre reason, this is my phone here, it's broke. So the charging port thing again. So anyway, I've asked to get it repaired. Carl says just get a new phone, but I'll begrudge paying for a new phone. Anyway, I am on my very old iPhone and quality might not be great. And I don't have like stacks of memory, so I am going to do this as best I can. So I'm just going to quickly run through the ingredients. So in here I've got some tomato puree mixed in with water. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I've seen a chicken jalfrezi being made on YouTube. I'll put all the channel and links and everything below. And I seen it and I thought, do you know what? Carl would really enjoy that. He makes an amazing curry, honestly the best curry I've ever had. He made a few weeks ago and it was absolutely phenomenal. So I thought, do you know what, for him coming in from work, I'd love to do him just a nice curry because he is a better cook than me. So this is the reason behind it. So I thought, right, that looks really nice and I just want to make him a nice sort of curry night tea. So the ingredients that we've got is tomato puree with water. I'm hoping that there's enough water in there. If not, I can add more. I've got some chicken stock in here. This is just a stock pot in there. So I've got some ground cumin. We have got some garam masala. Now, there is a thing, chicken seasoning, and I couldn't find it. I didn't have time to go to the proper shop. So I have got this here, which is a chicken masala. So it is like a different spice blend. So I'm just going to put that in instead of the chicken seasoning. I've got some Kashmiri chili powder. We're going to have some ground coriander. It does say garlic. What does it say? Garlic powder, but I don't have it. I've got garlic granules, so that'll kind of have to do. It does say onion powder, but I don't have it, so that's fine. I've got loads of onion to go in anyway. We've got some smoked paprika. We've got some of this asafoetida. I don't know how to say it, but I probably said it wrong. White pepper. We've got salt, and we've got some turmeric. And over this side of the kitchen now, I've got some fresh coriander. We have got some ghee. Don't have to use ghee, you can use whatever, but I've got ghee, so I'm using it. Got some fresh tomatoes. I've got some garlic ginger paste, some fresh garlic and a little bit of ghee in there. Now the reason I've put the ghee in there is because the other person used, theirs was in like an oil. So I thought, right, I'm going to do that. Just add a bit of ghee in. Got some peppers and we've got some chopped onion. And then we've got some big onion there as well. So there's like different stages to do different things. And I've also got, looks a bit suspect this, doesn't it? This is a big bag of kasuri methi. So I've got some of that to go in as well. I say onion, I don't know if I've got too much, well, I don't think it will be. But look at the size of my onions. They're like a standard onion for me. Because obviously we grow them. So yeah, but yes, I've got equivalent of about an onion there and about an onion there. So yeah, I've tried my best with the quantities of the onion as well. But yeah, let's get started. Got to mention as well chicken. These are chicken fillet, no they're not, the chicken drumstick fillets. They are skinned and boned, skinless and boneless. The reason I got these is because I wanted to get chicken thigh or legs, but they didn't have them. They only had these, so I thought, right, okay, we'll give them a go. So I'm just going to salt and pepper them, and then that's them prepped. So there's my chicken, salt and peppered up, and there's my spice plate ready. So I'm going to start off by cooking the veg first. So I'm going to pop it in this frying pan. I'm just going to put a bit of ghee in, and we just want to get that nice and hot, melt it down, and I'm going to fry off by the veg, I mean my peppers and the big onions. Once they're fried off, I'm going to set them to one side. And again, apologies for the quality guys, so I'm going to pop my peppers in. I think we put the onions in at the same time as well, to be honest, the onions. We're down in here, nothing to fizzle. Let's have a look. Cook them out a little bit, get a little bit of colour on them, and then I'll pop them back into the bowl. So they've got a nice bit of colour on some of them, you can see there. So I'm going to transfer them into a bowl now. It just depends how you like them, and I think they're done, maybe, yeah, I think that's enough colouring on them for the moment. I think there, you can see I've got a nice bit of colour on, so I'll put them into a bowl. In the same pan, I'm just going to add a little bit more ghee, and I'm just going to flash fry the chicken off now. Put that in. So I'll let that melt down, then I'll get my chicken. So there's that heated through a bit, and I've got my chicken here, what's salt and peppered. So I'm just going to pop that in to sear off. I don't know what level of chicken the amount is acceptable, but I'm just going to do it because I'm feeding 3 of us anyway. I'm just going to do it and cut it off. And plus, this here was only about £2, £3.50 or something, so it wasn't even that much. So I'm going to do it in stages because I've still got that little bit left. I'm just going to sear them off now. And these here shouldn't take too long in all fairness. Just flip them over. And we'll put the chicken back in later on, so it doesn't matter if it's not like fully cooked, because we're going to put it back in later on anyway. And it will cook off eventually. Another couple of minutes in there, then I'll take them out. Just try and get a nice little bit of colour on there as well. I don't know whether I should have used chicken breast or not, because I have got chicken breast in the fridge. But as I say, I just wanted to use something like this. I couldn't get chicken thighs, so I thought, oh, I'll just try this. But it'll be fine, it'll be fine. So the next step now, I've got some ghee in there. It's sort of melted because the bottom of the cooker's hot anyway. Just putting that blind down because my kitchen's south facing, so you get the sun in a lot. So when this ghee heats up, I have changed my pan, but when the ghee heats up, I'm going to pop. Oh God, I can't even speak. I'm going to pop these onions in. So the key to this is to get a nice little bit of colourage on. That ghee doesn't take long to heat up. Get a nice little bit of colour on the onions. Once that's done, here's my nose plug. Oh, God help us while I'm following these. So we're going to brown these off. Get a nice little bit of colour on them. And we'll add our ginger garlic paste next. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Like I say, I'll show you the full process as much. I will show you as much of the process as I can. It's just a memory on my phone, so I'm doing as best I can. So I'm just stirring this now and again. See if I can. Hopefully that's a little bit better camera quality. So just keep stirring now and again to. My blood. I think it might have been this bit steamage. Yeah, maybe a bit steamage. As I say, I hope you can see it okay. So they're browned off. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, they're browned off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my garlic ginger paste and then the fresh garlic and a little bit of ghee in there as well. I'm going to cook that out until the strong smell of garlic goes. The only thing with that ghee, I think it spits all over. Look, can you see? Look, hell. So I'll cook this out for a bit, and then we're going to add the spice plate next. Hey, do you know what, honestly, been trying to get it to record for ages. Right, so there's my garlic and stuff cooked off. There's all my spice plate going in. I'm going to cook this off just for a minute, but so that your spices don't burn, I'm going to add a little bit of that chicken stock. I'm just going to add a tiny bit now because it is. Woo! Just so it doesn't burn the spices. Add a little bit more. Putting that there. I'm not on the middle of me hob. I don't want to put too much in, but I don't want the spices to burn either. I'm saying that's better. I don't even know what I'm doing. I do, but I don't, if you know what I mean. I think the gas is coming up and all outside, that's why I'm burning here on the pan. Because I've had it like not in the centre of. Right, so we'll cook them spices out just for a second, and then what's on my thing now? So I say add small water so they don't burn, add a little bit of water, not runny, just nice, so whatever that means. And then I'm going to add my tomato puree. Add a little bit more of this chicken stock, not water. I was going to use water because I normally use water. Yeah. Do you know what? That smells proper nice, that does. A bit more liquid and that all comes off the side. Anyway. And then, what is on my list? Right, tomato puree. I've got like a little conveyor belt going on. So we'll get ready. So I've got my tomato puree, so that's going in. And we'll add a little bit more water just to rinse me cup out. And then we'll bring this up to temp. Give it a good mix in, a good stir. Look at that. Oh, it's coming together. Fingers crossed. I've got some kasuri methi, about that much. I'm going to take a bit off there anyway. About that much. Break it down a bit more in your hand. And Tesco's have this in now as well, so you can get it in Tesco now for £1 for a big box. I got mine sent over. I've got a friend who's in India. I trained him at work actually, and he sent us like loads and loads of spices. So I've got like cardamom pods, I've got like cloves and stuff, but like unreal amounts. I'm talking like kilos he sent us over, which is really nice of him. So I've added that in. What's that again? Right, so where are we at on here? And then we're going to add the chicken. Now I've already cut this up, and it's got some stock, as you can see on there, juice coming out. I hope that chicken's not going to be like gristly or greasy with it being the drumsticky kind, but it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And what else? So we're going to add a bit more water or stock, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to add this in there, that's my stock in. We'll bring that up to temperature. Where am I at on my thing? We're going to add a dash of white pepper and salt. And a chilli as well. I'm going to put a chilli in, but I'm not going to slit it. I'm not going to split it, because if I slit it, I'd put a knife through it. It's going to release like loads and loads of heat. and I don't want loads of heat. So I've put a bit of salt in and a bit of pepper. It was white pepper, I'm sure that was used. Yeah, dash of white pepper and salt. Green chilli, that's gone in. Cook for a few minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. Smells nice anyway. So I think this is a little bit more saucier than what I've seen on YouTube on Sheep Unit's channel. But it will cook down, so I don't know whether I've just put a little bit more of the stock in than what he used or whatever. But that's fine. I'll just keep cooking it down and it'll reduce down. And I've still got me a couple of bits to go to add in, but I'll just keep cooking it down because, as I say, his was like a lot more not as saucy as this, so I'll just try and get it a bit thicker by just reducing it down. This is simmering away nicely, and you can see there that it's starting to thicken up. And as I said, I've put an extra chilli in as well because I've just done a little taste test. I did put less of the chilli powder in because I didn't want it over thingy, but I've put an extra chilli in there because I can handle it. I can handle the spice. So I think, and it tastes really, really good. So this here is thickening down lovely. So I'm just going to carry on letting it thick down just a little bit more before I start adding the final couple of things in. So I'm just going to add my peppers and onions in from earlier. Oh God, spitting all out. Don't know if I've done too many of them peppers and onions. I'll just put the bloody things in. Chuck them in. Oh God, this looks so good. For me anyway, for my standard. Hope Carl enjoys. So put that in. Now I'm going to bring it back up to temperature a little bit for a bit. And again, I do want a little bit of sauce in there. I know it's Jalfrezi is not really a saucy kind of dish, but I do want a little bit of sauce in there. So I've got some fresh tomato in there. Just put that in for now. And then we'll cook that out. One more for luck. And then we'll just cook that down a little bit now. And then I've just got a couple of more things to go in. So I'll bring you back in a bit when the last two things go in. I'm not going to lie, this smells absolutely amazing. Like I say, I just hope Carl enjoys it. So you've got your chicken in there, you've got your peppers, you've got your onions, there's the tomatoes, they're softening down now because they were quite hard. I did add a tiny little bit of liquid just to help the tomatoes break down just a little bit. I know you want a bit chunky in there, but it was just because it was like going really, really dry. So now what I'm going to put in is some coriander. So I think about that much. Cut quite a bit, but we'll give it a stir. So yeah, I think that's about enough. A little bit more. Because coriander does make all the difference. Carl tells me that. Right, that'll do. There, and then finally it is half a teaspoon-ish of garam masala in now. And give it a few minutes and then it'll be done. Looks amazing. So this, guys, is going to be a part one because of the memory on my phone. I'm going to load this up I'll put it in a bowl so you can see it in a bowl. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a part two because of the memory on my phone. I'm going to have to load this video, delete everything off once it's loaded to YouTube. And then I'll do a plate up one. So I'm going to do some sides. I'm going to have a go at poppadoms because I bought some of these poppadom things. Thinking about it now, I've seen Dennis use them before. And yeah, so anyway, I've seen Dennis use them before, and I'm going to have a go at them. And I'll do some rice as well. I'm not going to do cumin rice, I'm going to do just my normal peeler. So this will be a part 1, part 2 will be sides and plate up.